Hello, welcome back. So in the previous part, we have seen the Euler formula, Euler relationship. So we have seen how do we find out the critical load using the Euler formula. And the critical load, we have seen that the slenderness ratio is inversely proportional to the critical stress. Well, one another factor is is important in calculation of the critical load, which is the effective length factor. Well, effective length factor means the column end conditions, how column is connected with the ends. So in the ends, the connection mechanism is also very important to determine the, to determine the strength, because this lambda is basically L by R, and this L is basically the length of the column, because in Euler column we have considered that the column as ideal column, and in that case we have considered that the column ends are pinned or hinged. So in case of hinged connection, we are considering that the length of column is equals to the actual length of column. But in case of different end connections, this L value will change. Well, for example, like if it is hinged, then in that case column will buckle like this. Column will buckle like this, and from the end we can say that the column is not moving like this or like this, but it is rotating. It is rotating. Column can rotate in this like this. Similarly, in this case, similarly, if I say that column ends are fixed, if I say that column ends are fixed, it means uh, the failure pattern in this case, if the column load is applied like this, in this case, the deflected shape of column will be like this. So in this case, you can see that there is, like in this case there is theta angle, theta rotation, but in this case the column is not rotating, which means there is no movement like this, which is called translation, and also at the same time there is no rotation. So in this case the buckling load carrying capacity, if the column is fixed from the ends, will have 4 times higher. So if we are getting sigma CR value, in this case like pi square into E upon में lambda square. So if we are getting this value uh, by considering the column as hinged, if we consider our column as fixed, in that case the sigma CR value will be 4 times of pi square E upon lambda square. So as I said that this how the column is being held, it is very important. So in this case there is no rotation, there is no translation. So that is why the buckling carrying capacity, buckling load capacity is increased 4 times in this as compared to this case. Similarly, if uh, if one end, if we say that one end of the column is fixed, but the other end it is hinged like this, sorry, yeah, then in that case the failure pattern of the column will be like this. So here you can see there is no rotation, but in this, but here it is rotation, which is theta, but here the theta value is 0, here theta value has some definite value. So in that case, if we say the sigma CR value in this case will be between this and this, because one end is fixed and one end is hinged. So it will be twice of pi square E. So with this relationship that I have shown you, we can say that the critical load capacity of the column is dependent on the end conditions also. And based on that, we try to find out the uh, effective length. Well, what is effective length? Effective length is called the distance or the length of column between the inflection point. Well, in this case, inflection point is called where the moment is zero. In case of fixed ends, the moment is not zero at the ends. Moment will be zero somewhere here. So corresponding to that, this length will be the effective length in case if the column is fixed. Similarly, in this case, in case of pinned case, the column moment, I mean the moment, as we can see that it can be rotated, so there will be zero moment. So zero moment point will be here and zero moment point will be here. So that is why in this case the effective length will be equals to the actual length of the column. So I am saying here L is equals to small l. So if L is the actual length, small l will be the effective length. So basically effective length, one can say L is equals to K into L, where K is the effective length coefficient. So this effective length coefficient depends on the end conditions, how the column is connected from the ends. So this K value is given in the IS code also. So we will see that, I hope I have explained this phenomena. So now we will see that. So this here you can see I have shown you. So first case is when the column is hinged. In the second case, when the column is fixed. In the third case, when the column is fixed from one end and hinged from the other end. And in this case, it shows that column can rotate. I mean, it is partially restrained. Partially restrained means the rotation is not. I mean, here in case of fixed, here the rotation is blocked completely. But in this case, it is showing that rotation is partially blocked. So in that case, the KL value will be lower than the L value. L is basically the actual length of column. So there are so many cases how the end conditions of the column may be. So based on those conditions, IS code has given some definite value of K, and with the value of K, we can calculate the effective length. So this is the IS code value. So in this case, when the column is pinned, in that case, theoretical value of K is this. So I can say here effective length which I'm representing as L, it is actually the product of K into L. So this K is the there you can see there is the K value, and in the IS code it is being given here, and L is the actual length of column. So from the IS code we can easily find out the value of K. So in the second column you can see the value of K is lower than the value which are being provided by the IS code. Well, if the value of this K is lower, then the capacity of the column will be higher. But by taking the higher value of the K, we are actually taking the conservative design. So as you can see here, in case of fixed, the K value is 0.5. In case of hinged, the K value is 0.7. In case of hinged from both ends, the K value is 1. So as the value of K is increasing, the load carrying capacity, the buckling load of the column will be decreased. So theoretically it is 0.5, but in IS code it is being taken as 0.65, which means we are taking we are going on the conservative side. So this is how. So in the calculation, we will take these values. So if the column ends are pinned, in that case K value will be 1. If column ends are fixed, the K value will be 0.65. If column with one end is fixed and other end is pinned, it will be like this. So all these cases are being given here. Similarly, in the fourth case, you can see columns with one end fixed and other end is free. So this is the case where column is fixed from one end, but from the other end it is free, like the cantilever. So in that case, the K value will be twice. So in that case, what happens is the inflection point will be outside of the member. So that I will show you in the next slide. So here you can see when one end is so yes, this is the case when one end rotation fully restrained, other unrestrained. So in that case, you can see KL is 2 times of L. So this inflection point is actually outside of the column. So this is how these value are being we try to find out these value in this manner. So we just need to remember the K value as per IS code. I am just telling you conceptually, but we can find out these K value from the IS code simply, and these K value are being used to calculate the design strength of the column that we will see in the next part. And in the IS code, you can see this is the table number 11. So in the table number 11, they are being mentioned that if the at the end, if it is restrained, rotation is restrained, in that case, different cases are being mentioned. So this is the case when one end is fixed and the other end is free. In that case, effective length is 2 times of L. So K value will be 2. So similarly, in this case, column is free to rotate, but it is not translating. But other this end is translating. In this case, the same effective length will be same. Similarly, if column is hinged from both ends, in that case, so all these values are given in the IS code. So whenever we are designing column, we can refer to this table to find out the value of effective length. So we will continue our discussion in the next part. Thank you.